Are you tired of watching shows that have got multiple seasons? Shows that just keep on stretching the story on and on and on? Do you love crime dramas? Well, if your answer is yes to any of these questions, or even all of them, then this video is for you, because we're going to be talking about a banger of a miniseries that is a must-watch. Blackbird is an Apple original created by Dennis Lehane. He was also a writer on The Wire, which is probably one of the best shows of all time. By the way, kudos to Apple because, to be honest, it's brought us some really great shows in recent years, like Ted Lasso and Severance. Anyways, Blackbird is a crime thriller drama that will be totally worth your time. It is also evident by its excellent approval rating of 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. If we talk about the storyline, well, it revolves around two characters, Jimmy Keene, who's played by Taron Egerton, and Larry Hall, who is beautifully portrayed on screen by Paul Walter Hauser. The cast also includes many phenomenal actors like Ray Liotta, who plays Big Jim Keene, Mclaughlin, who plays the role of Larry Hall's brother Gary Hall, and so on. That being said, you should definitely look forward to seeing them all work together, as it is an absolute delight. Coming back to the storyline, Jimmy Keene is a successful high school footballer, for whom things did not go as planned because he was imprisoned for 10 years for some pretty serious crimes. To be more precise, he was imprisoned for gun possession and drug dealing. On the other hand, Larry Hall is also an alleged serial killer who was sent to USMC FP Springfield, a high-security prison in Springfield, Missouri, in 1995 for the kidnapping of Jessica Roach, who was a 15-year-old little girl. Larry was convicted based on his own confession. He tried to recant on it several times, but it was, well, too late. By the way, recanting confessions now seems to be a habit of Larry Hall because from the time he was put behind bars, he's confessed to more than 15 murders, including Trisha Reitler's, and then recanted each confession. Anyways, imprisoning him for kidnapping was not enough for the FBI because Larry Hall was a murderer in their eyes. Therefore, they reached out to Jimmy Keene with a deal: either befriend Larry Hall so that he could get some key information from him, or serve his entire sentence. If he was successful in holding his end of the bargain, he would get his freedom in return. Jimmy obviously chose the former option. We also have to mention here that one of the major reasons behind Jimmy accepting the deal was that his father was dying, hence it was a great opportunity for him to get a chance to spend some time with him before he died. Good thing he did, because Keene was successful in gaining Larry's trust and getting some valuable information on two instances. Larry Hall confessed to Keene about killing Jessica Roach, and he was definitely not lying about it because his story contained details that only the FBI and the killer would know about. In addition to that, Keene also found a map in Hall's possession that identified several locations. Keene assumed these locations to be the dead bodies of other victims of Hall. However, this discovery did not turn out to be very fruitful because Jimmy Keene was put into solitary confinement as punishment for getting into a fight with Larry Hall. By the time he did get out of there, the map was already gone. That was pretty much all that Keene was able to do. However, even though it did not come easy, Keene did get his freedom after passing a polymorph to prove that he did indeed befriend Hall and tried to get information from him. Keene only spent about a total of 17 months in prison before being released as a free man. The good thing is that he was able to spend 5 years with Big Jim before his death. Hall, on the other hand, is now 59 years old and is serving his sentence in Butner, North Carolina. The number of young women that Hall killed is still unknown to this day, but the estimates by the FBI indicate that the number is somewhere close to 40. We highly suggest that you check out the show if you want a good time. It's got everything that you could ask for, from a fantastic story to a highly talented cast that's going to leave you in awe of their acting. Also, you might feel like the show is moving pretty slowly initially because it takes almost 2 full episodes for Jimmy and Larry to meet. But from then onwards, the show just keeps on getting better and better. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, let us know down below in the comments.